Good evening. I'm Bob Reid. Welcome to our Wealth Strategies presentation, what we do about inflation. So if you saw those flashing news headlines of reality over the last 6 months, that's what we're facing every day. But what are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? Because it's only going to get worse. And we're going to talk about why it's going to get worse. And I'm going to ask you some questions tonight. I'm going to ask you, how much gold and silver do you have? I'm talking about real gold and silver you hold in your hand. I'm not talking about jewelry, okay? I'm talking about silver eagles, silver bullion, gold eagles, things that you actually hold in your hand, maple leaves, Britannicas, kangaroos, cougarans, that Philharmonics, and many of you may not know what that means. But I'm going to share with you. I'm a chemical engineer. I have a master's in business from LSU, and I went through more than 40 years in the stock market investing. Heck, a lot more than that, really, since 1971. So that's a lot more than 40 years. It's 29 and 22. That's 51 years I've been investing in the stock market. And I went through I'm only going to do the recent ones of the ups and downs. And that was the 2000 .com bust. And you can just go look at the history charts. They're all there for everyone. I lost $560,000 overnight in a .com bust because the stocks went bankrupt, and I'm supposed to be in the best ones. At least that's what the stockbrokers told me. So I fired them all. I wasn't going to let anybody buy stocks from me anymore. I was going to do it myself. Well, I didn't. I did a lot better, and then I did a lot worse. Because you know what? Stock market goes up, stock market goes down, different factors happen. 2008, the housing bust hit. Boom, another huge loss in the stock market. And so those of you that were retiring in those times, you had a big nest egg going up, and then you can't even retire. Well, the same thing is about to happen to tons of people, and they don't even know it. But the worst thing is, that's the ones that's got it invested in the paper, stocks, and bonds. The worst thing is, people haven't been taught about gold and silver. The only thing that never lose you any money. And in fact, they all tell you, don't buy it, don't buy it. Those stockbrokers, investors, and advisors, they tell you not to buy it. Well, they told me not to buy it too, but I didn't listen to the propaganda crap anymore. Just like we're told about our government supposed to help us and protect us, and now they're telling us when we can go to the bathroom and when we can't. Yeah, you know, that's just the way it is. Now, those of you that are guests, I apologize if I'm just a little straightforward, but I'm 75 and I deserve to speak my mind. Okay. And I'm just trying to help everybody with my knowledge and experience and pass it on. I've been in gold and silver for over 35 years. I know every one of the 10 top major players because I've bought from them all. But I left that corporate world in 1994 making a double six-figure income, resigned, walked away, quit. But I had started in 1991. I found a new industry. I never even knew anything about it. I was about to buy a 300 grand franchise and really put myself on the hook while I'm working a top level executive job, trying to get out so I could be with my family and my children. Well, I didn't have to sign that bank note. I was introduced to, yes, multi-level marketing. And you know, that is a fabulous industry. Now, maybe some of you have had bad experiences in it, but I just want you to listen to what I'm going to tell you. I went around and I found if you pick the right company at the right place at the right time with the right people, in a right market, you could have made fortunes and still be making money today with many of them. But those are the only ones. But you had to put a ton of self-development work in it. I'm talking about 4 or 5 years learning skills, attitudes, and technique, particular to how to do that industry. I'm not saying it was easy. It was not. I did it. I know, because I did it from 91 to 94 part-time to squeeze in time, but I put a lot of time in. And then I did it full-time. And many people thought that was a good income, $10,000 a month. Well, it wasn't enough for me and my family. But I transitioned into another company at a time, and it was a kind of a networking company. It wasn't a multi-level, it was a network, a new form of that multi-level marketing, but it had gold and silver. And I looked at it, and being a mathematician with a chemical engineer, I looked at binary, 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Man, this is easy. I can build teams. I can help people learn how to earn gold and silver, get 1099 tax benefits. And that company was already 18 months old. And the person that was at the top of that computer was my sponsor today in the company we're going to introduce you to. But we're going to introduce you to it right. Maybe you've already been introduced to it. Sit back, relax. I'm going to introduce it to you. And I have the experience and the knowledge to do it. And I happen to be the top money earner in the company. I didn't try to be the top money earner in the company in this one. Like I said, I'm 75. I got in this, November 16, 2016. I was 70 years young. Okay. And so I didn't try to be the top money earner. I was just trying to help people do what I've been teaching them for free. Earn some gold and silver, get gold and silver, accumulate it, and earn some extra income and get 1099 tax benefit. Now, what is wrong with any of that? Nothing. You're exactly right. Nothing. And so the company I was with did not have a residual, but it didn't matter. I had an organization of 70,000 people. I helped thousands of people make more money part-time than they've made in their full-time job. And believe me, they love me for it. And we all accumulated gold and silver. And that company did not get shut down. The owner decided to shut it down because we were transitioning it into a .com company, and the .com bust happened. So he didn't want to spend any more money, and he didn't want to go back and start from where we had started again. And it was his choice. But I had made enough money to retire on and live the rest of my life. I did not have to work again. But I did because I wanted to stay busy. But I couldn't find another networking company I wanted to do. I didn't want to do pills, lotions, and potions. I didn't want to have to buy a whole bunch more stuff that I couldn't use. And I knew I could succeed in network marketing with, but I knew a lot of those people I would get involved couldn't succeed. So I refused and turned down many special offers by companies to join them. And that was another reason I didn't want to join them in the first place. I said, if you got to make me a special deal to join, that's not duplicatable. My people can't do it. So no, thank you. Well, I was in a good position to be able to do that because, as I said, I didn't need the money. Well, here comes Richard Wayne Hanson, my sponsor, co-founder, one of the 4 co-founders of this company. We're going to talk a little bit about it. I know my story is a little bit longer than other people's story. But I want you to know everything if you're a guest here tonight. And if you're a new member and just kind of joining and you haven't ever heard this, you need to. When Richard gave me a call in November 2016, And he said, Bob, we're going to do it all over again. 5 on the left, 5 on the right, above average, $500 check. And this time we're going to have a residual, and people are going to be able to buy gold and silver bullion at dealer cost. Well, I was still buying gold and silver. I said, well, gee whiz, that's a no-brainer. He said, we're going to be the Costco gold and silver. And we're going to pay people to help us build a membership. That was just, I mean, I didn't even tell Richard. We just hung up. I just clicked the link. I joined, and I put my wife in. I put her company in, and I said, okay, I got one on the left, one on the right. I'm qualified to make a check. Let's go. I called up George, got him, said, we got to have a meeting at your house tomorrow night. He said, well, Bob, that's Friday. I said, I don't care. It's important. It's urgent. We said, no, nobody's going to come here from my house on Friday night. I said, okay, then I'm having it in my house. You just have to come all the way out to Prairieville. Your place is more central located. That's why I called you. And everybody can just meet at your place. Oh, okay, we'll come in. He changed his mind. So I had 15 people there. I put 2 people older than me. I want you to listen to this story. I put 2 people older than me on my left team that night. I let the other people sign up under one another, enroll, and then I'm driving home from his home to our home in Prairieville, Louisiana, about a 30-minute ride. I call 5 people. 4 of them had retired, had to go back to work because their pension check and their Social Security check didn't meet all the requirements for the bills for the end of the month. Anybody having that situation going on? Especially after COVID? Even going back to a job. Well, every one of them told me, well, I don't have any money. I had to go back to work, Bob. I said, pull out your credit card. Get in there with me. I'm going to help you go back into retirement and get you some gold and silver. Oh, it's gold and silver. I said, yeah. See, I just told them to join. I didn't tell them what it was or anything. Okay. But they knew me. And so by the time I got home, 3 of them had already signed up. And the 4th one signed up after I called them. I said, well, you're not in yet? Well, all 3 of them ahead of you. And the 5th one didn't get in at that time, but they got in later. And I just helped a person on my left and a person on my right make a $500 check. The next day I made $1,000. And we just kept helping people help people with my system. I have a simple 1, 2, 3 system, and it's in existence today. And you need to be introduced to it. If you're in my team and you don't have my system, then you get with somebody up your line to get it. You find it because it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. But yes, you're going to have to learn. Yes, you're going to have to do some work. Yes, you might have to do some things that are a little bit uncomfortable to you in the beginning. But I only ask you to do that for a little bit of time. But in the meantime, here's what you get. You get to protect your wealth. You get to secure your wealth. You get to accumulate more wealth, and you get 1099 tax benefits, meaning instead of giving the government money, you get to use it to help accumulate more wealth and gain wealth. Now that's pretty cool, you have to admit. With that said, I want to ask you, how many of you own many of these 1 ounce pure silver coins? Or do you have just this stuff, that paper dollar bill? See, I'm going to tell you something here, and it illustrates why you need to own this. In 1965, that $1 bill or that 1 ounce silver eagle coin could buy a gallon of milk on average anywhere in America. Just on average, that's what it cost. Well, we're going to fast forward to today. See, you've been taught to save this junk, this paper. That's junk. That's paper. You hadn't been taught a thing about that, but we're going to teach you everything about it. And here's why. Well, I'll tell you what, let's make a stop before we get to 22. Let's stop at 2018. What could you buy with $1 bill on average in milk in 2018? You couldn't even buy half a pint of milk. But that 1 ounce silver coin, you could buy on average 5.2 gallons of milk in America. 5.2. Well, now let's come forward to 2022. What can you buy with this $1 bill in America in milk for $1? Maybe a couple of those little coffee creamers you stick in your coffee, maybe. But do you know what you can still buy with that same 1 ounce silver eagle coin? How about 8.6 gallons of milk on average? So what should you have been saving all these years, but you didn't even know about? You thought you couldn't afford gold and silver. You got, all you heard was the advertisements by the people ripping you off on TV. And you maybe made a phone call to them. And I hope you didn't get ripped off, because you will get ripped off. That's millions of dollars of advertising. They can't give you a good price. And I hope you didn't buy on many of those non-Big 10 companies that I'm talking about. If you bought anywhere else, you probably got fake silver and gold. Unfortunately, a lot of it's come into the marketplace over this last 10 years from Russia, China, and India. And you got to know you're buying from a trusted source, that you're getting real gold and silver when you get it. Because that'd be just like getting paper. It's worthless. Let's use one more quick example. Here's a 1 ounce gold eagle, 1 ounce of pure gold. There's a $20 bill. Now, I'm going to relate the reason I relate these two things to you is that America's had currency resets. It means they printed up so much paper it became worthless twice before. This will be our third reset that we're about to hit. So I'll give you a little bit of information ahead of time. The government's printing up so much money, your money is becoming worthless. It's not inflation. You're getting diluted out of your money. Because every time they put up another trillion, what you got in your savings just got diluted by another 10, 15, 30, up to 30%. Because the trillion now is a bigger dilution factor than a trillion was 2 years ago. So you get to the point of what we call supersaturation in chemistry. That just means they got too much of the stuff and it's worthless. In 1856, with a $20 gold piece, a 1 ounce gold piece, or a $20 note, they had paper notes then too in America, but it wasn't a reserve note. It was a different note. But $20 note, it was a gold note, by the way, and a 1 ounce gold coin, you could have bought a custom-made suit or a brand new Colt revolver. Either one of them. Let's fast forward to today. We already went through a currency reset, remember? 1913. And it was based on gold. We got back on the gold standard to have the currency reset. So now fast forward to today. What can you buy with this $20 in clothes or in a gun, a pistol? $20 won't even buy you a set of underwear. You'd have to buy a shirt at Walmart on sale for 20 bucks. But that same 1 ounce gold coin will still buy you a custom-made suit. It'll buy you 2 high-end revolvers plus ammunition. That won't even buy you any. It won't even buy you some ammunition. You won't even have a box of ammunition with that 20 bucks. So that's why you need to own gold and silver. Those just simple illustrations tell you everything you need to know, that you need to own some. I didn't say you have to have tens of thousands of dollars of it, but you need to own some. And to illustrate why, sit back, relax, just take a look at this information. How many of you can press play? Everybody raise their hand. Yeah, everybody can. Everybody can. Well, I'll guarantee you I could give this presentation and I could give it to you in a PowerPoint, and I've got the skills, I've got the knowledge, I've got the education, I've got the experience, I got the background. And I could give it not just using their words, I'd give it in my manner of doing it. But you know, that's not duplicatable. But what is duplicatable is you being able to relate and learn a little bit about the story I just told you. A 1 ounce silver coin, a dollar bill, a 1 ounce gold coin, and a $20 bill. You can learn to relate that to the people you know. And you can sit back and say, hey, look, information's free. Let's just press play. Let's see if you see what I see in this next few minutes. And I'll apologize, but I'm going to pause the video in a few places that it's appropriate, that I think we need a little bit more emphasis or information. So with that said, I'm going to press play on a video that we need to watch all together. And it's called our Wealth Strategies video of 7K. I gotta wait till my controls go away. No, I don't. There we go.
Future value. Do you feel like you're working harder for your money just to get by? It's not just you. Millions of families around the world are feeling the exact same thing. In fact, as of 2017, 44% of Americans said they couldn't cover a $400 emergency expense if it popped up. So what's happening? Take a look at some of the major staples in our lives today and how much more they have increased in cost from the year 2000 to 2018. Water and sewage up 133%, car insurance up 97%, and the list goes on. This isn't even counting the 2021 inflation numbers that are the highest since 1982. We're all feeling it, but why is it happening? It's not that things are necessarily costing more to make or service, it's that the fiat currency used to buy the goods is becoming worth less. As you can see, when the Federal Reserve was created in 1913, a dollar was worth, well, a dollar. Because of some government decisions such as going off of the gold standard and increased money printing, the purchasing power over time was dropped to less than 5 cents on the dollar compared to 1913. Now, this isn't anything new, unfortunately. There's a long list of countries where this exact same thing has happened, including Germany, Argentina, Zimbabwe, and most recently, Venezuela. In each case, they have attempted to print themselves out of their version of a financial crisis. The playbook is being passed around the world, and the result is always the same. If you look at the M1 currency supply chart, it will give you a good indication of what result we could be headed for in the United States. The M1 currency supply is just a way of showing how much printed money is in the hands of the citizens in a country.
Now, this is what I want to emphasize. M1 money supply, that is what has been printed and put out. Look at this chart, just skyrocketing to the top. And what that means is they are printing up dollars, sending it out, and it's diluting what you and I have worked hard for all these years, where we've just had incremental inflation over the years. Now we got dilution, spiraling out of whack inflation. And so that's why those significant changes in gold and silver that we illustrated at the very beginning before we press play. We're going to have some more illustrations, so just sit back and watch and listen.
It's a direct link to the printing of fiat currency. As you can see, the US made a drastic decision related to the COVID-19 pandemic in the year 2020 and decided to go on an even more massive printing spree. As we have seen throughout history, more printing leads to more inflation, which means it takes more fiat currency to purchase the things that we need to live. So how are we supposed to protect ourselves from what seems to be a runaway trade? There is a secret that government institutions, banks, and wealthy families have used for ages. It's called sound money. Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver have proven to maintain its buying power throughout history, no matter what happens to fiat currencies around the world. Let's take a look at some examples. In 1965, 1 ounce of silver and $1 had equal purchasing power. You could have used either 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 to purchase a brand new Ford Mustang. If you would have had the same 2,500 ounces of silver in 2020, you could have purchased 2 brand new Mustangs. But $2,500 could barely even cover the down payment to get one. The same is proven true in the housing market. The average home cost in 2001 was $169,000, or 626 ounces of gold. In 2021, you could have taken less gold and purchased 3 homes, even though the average home cost in dollars almost doubled.
Now, this is very important to catch that's just 20 years. That home price doubled. That 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot on average, doubled in America from $169,000 to $347,000 each. But yet, with less gold, that 1 ounce gold piece that I'm talking, with less gold, you could buy 3 of those homes instead of just 1. So what should we be saving? What should we have to protect our family and our children's financial future in the next short term and in the next few years in particular?
The list goes on and on. It shows how gold and silver is one of the best ways to play defense against fiat currencies that always decrease in value over time. There are usually a couple things that happen, though, when individuals find out about the value of sound money. First, questions. What should I buy? Who should I trust? How much does it take to get started? And do I need to be an expert to win? The second thing that happens is a discovery of things like mixed advice on what to buy, scammers, high minimums, and people selling inventory they don't actually have, and much, much more, which all cause more questions and a general mistrust, leading them to never, ever get started. Maybe this sounds familiar, but we believe things just shouldn't be that hard. We believe that every family deserves a real chance to get ahead of the game, not only now, but forever. Really, our goal is to help you get started on a path that will help you create a true legacy for generations to come. So who are we? We are 7K, a community of people on a mission to help each other create financial independence, preserve wealth, and create an exceptional life through both good and bad economic times. 7K was founded in 2016 by these 4 individuals with over 100 years of combined business experience. They all have different skill sets and strengths, but all share the same values and belief in helping the average family get ahead. Together, they set out to create a vehicle for people to find more hope and less stress. That vehicle is now a membership, much like Amazon Prime, Spotify, Hulu, or countless other companies that also have a membership, but much more powerful. With a 7K membership, one of the easy.
Now, what I want you to take particular attention to this membership benefit wheel, because any number of these benefits that you get out of a membership could pay for your whole membership for the entire year. The healthcare benefits are phenomenal here. Everybody knows you have to have healthcare insurance. Why not get it from a group source when you can have your same doctors, same hospital, same medical centers, and use the same ones and have a lower premium with a better coverage? Pretty powerful. Something to investigate, but it's only available if you're a member of 7K. Then we have that bullion that we've been talking about that you get to buy at dealer cost. No minimums, no maximums. But we're going to tell you about a sound money wallet. We're the only company in the industry with it today. That's coming up. You got You can transfer and get gold and silver IRAs. You can get what we call a 7K advance. We got so many member benefits. We don't have enough time to introduce you to them, but you can just trust that these benefits will pay for themselves in your membership. This is almost a 6-year-old company, and we have the best Better Business Bureau rating in all 50 states than any other single gold and silver company. And we're just 6 years old, not even quite 6 years old. So we are a trusted source. We have no complaints about selling anyone a fake product. Not one. That's pretty powerful.
Easiest ways to start is by grabbing a little bullion. Bullion is non-collectible gold and silver. Non-collectible gold or silver is a great way to shore up the defensive side of your wealth portfolio. 7K makes it easy. They carry physical gold and silver in different forms. They only sell the things they have in inventory. You won't find minimums or maximums, period. You can literally start with $1 if that's your current budget. And one of the coolest things is the 7K has made transacting in gold and silver possible again. It makes it easy for you to create and execute a good defensive strategy. But there isn't a good sports team in history that has won a championship on defense alone. Just like that, you will also need a very good offensive strategy. That offensive strategy can be found inside of collectibles. The collectible market has proven to be a robust way for wealthy families around the world to not only protect, but also grow their wealth, and more importantly, their legacy. A collectible usually has to be rare or low mintage, has to have unique or artistic designs, a great story, or have historic significance. So if you look at the paper this amazing Spider-Man comic book from 1962 is printed on, it's only worth a couple of dollars. In 2021, this comic book sold for a record $3.6 million. The person or family that bought this book was not buying the paper. They were buying the emotion, the art, rarity, story, and other things they found valuable about this book. In fact, most wealthy families that are playing the collectibles game are doing it not only for their financial protection or gain, but also to preserve their family legacy. If you look at the top 5 places wealthy families turned in order to protect and grow their wealth during the financial crisis of 2008, you will see that 3 of the 5 things are collectible in some way. And the other 2? Sound money. Unfortunately, not many families have an extra $1 million or $2 laying around to buy high-end collectibles, nor would they even know where to start. But 7K is bridging the gap so that the average family can start playing the game with rare, unique, but also affordable collectibles through modern coins. In 2004, a coin called Tiffany Art No. 1 hit the market for about $90. Now, $90 doesn't seem unreasonable for the average family to scrape together in order to add this incredible coin to their wealth portfolio. Today, though, if you wanted to go buy this same coin, it would cost you at least $8,000. But the metal in the coin is only worth roughly $50 today. The additional value in the coin is due to the rarity, story, beauty, or whatever else a potential buyer finds to be valuable. That is the added leverage or offense collectibles can add to a wealth portfolio. You can see here just a few more examples of the same thing play out in other coins. Modern collector coins have a very good track record over the last 20 to 30 years of being a powerful tool inside of the offense of a well-rounded wealth strategy. 7K not only offers some of the best coins from around the world, but also designs and mints its own coins, giving 7K members exclusive or first access. 7K also makes adding cool, unique, and rare collectible coins extremely easy through one of the most powerful member benefits called the autosaver. The autosaver program takes all of the thinking out of collecting and leverages the experts at 7K to send you a rare and exclusive collectible coin every single month. It is truly a set it and forget it, zero discipline approach to automate your collectible asset stacking. You would just need to choose one of the options you like best and watch them show up at your door every month. There are other ways you can also take your stacking to the next level, though, with your own shopping cart called 7K Selected and also special sales called Coin Drops. 7K provides many ways to win with collectible gold and silver. As you can see here, Eddie Spears has spent very little time to get a massive head start, making sure a wealth legacy comes from him. All the same, Chris Latin Sr. says he collects both bullion and collector coins, and you can see he has built a very nice stack. He even claims it is now one of his most valued possessions because of what it will mean for him and his family in the future. Gold and silver are not only effective, but can also be super fun. 7K is much more than just a gold and silver company. Their focus is to help in any way possible You build a legacy that you feel is important. As you dig into the membership of 7K, you will find many different member benefits to help you build that legacy from many different angles. Each could be an important tool in your financial strategy to reduce the stress of the current economy and add more hope for the future. Although you will have plenty of support early on to help you get started in your journey with precious metals, being a proficient and educated buyer is an important component to hitting your new goals. The buyer certification training will help you find what type of buyer you might be, what goals you might have based on what is important to you, and also what type of defensive strategy you might want to set up for yourself. The collector certification will help you move towards a winning offensive strategy, teaching you all you need to know about the ins and outs of the collectible coin world, what types you might be interested in, and also some expert tips from a world-renowned coin expert. As you dig into collectibles more, you will also find the power of collections, and inevitably, you will be searching for a coin to complete a certain series or set that isn't for sale on the first-hand market anymore. The next member benefit helps solve that problem of where you might find that coin, along with other problems that were previously obvious in the collectible coin market. Stack and Sell is a complete and robust marketplace that values authenticity. Now you can easily buy graded collectible coins from other collectors without worry. It also features the world's first inventory system for collectors where you can track what coins you have and what their current values are. Collecting gold and silver is fun, but 7K believes it should also power your lifestyle. Putting a value on memories made around the world is actually priceless. With a 7K membership, you can choose to travel around the world on the company-sponsored trips. Any member can choose to go, and usually at a discount from market rate. There are also other 7K getaway trips where you can spend time with the founders, the executive team, and those can be won through contests. With 7K, you really can create a robust lifestyle using the power of gold and silver and all that the membership has to offer. But remember the initial problem that most people have of not being able to cover the $400 emergency expense? 7K has a way to help that too. Simply by sharing the 7K message, you will earn points across 2 teams, and 7K will thank you by sending you $500 once each team reaches 500 points. This can happen once or as many times as you choose by how often you successfully share the message and refer new customers. And the best part is when you earn enough points and a payment is triggered, 7K will drop it directly into what's called your Sound Money wallet. The Sound Money wallet is the most robust digital wallet today that deals with cash, gold, and silver. You can power your entire gold and silver strategy through this wallet. So as you can see, not only can you fund the wallet from any referral money generated, also from a bank account and even crypto wallets. You can purchase physical gold and silver in all forms, as well as digital gold and silver that is 100% backed by physical metals. Sound Money Wallet is also the first wallet of its kind that will allow you to send gold and silver or cash to other members for free. Earning a little extra money for sharing is super nice, but there are some people that love sharing that message so much that they want more potential. New levels of referral income can be unlocked by ranking up, from associate at $500 all the way up to presidential gold at $12,500 per week. Each new rank carries with it the potential for income.
Now, there are people making these kind of incomes that have been in this business less than a year or even just a year. And you say, how is that possible? Well, like I said, I'm a goal, and I never anticipated to get here, but I have enough points to make this every week. I'm just not ranked a presidential goal. And if I were, I could make that every week or this every week. And so it's not just the people at the top that make all the money here. And I want everyone to listen to this very, very clearly. You get maxed out here. And so the reason you get maxed out is that everybody else coming behind you has these kind of opportunities to make. Yes, I'm the number one money earner in this company right now, but I have one person that has been making that almost a year every week. I'll guarantee you he'll be the number one money earner in New Orleans in our convention next May, and two others that make this or that just about every week. And so I just hope I'm in the top 5. But that's the whole key. And we're only 6 years young. We're a company that is just now starting to open up in Europe. We'll be opening up in Asia because what? COVID shut everything down. But I had the fastest growing group in the entire company during COVID. We didn't let that stop us. We kept going because we just used my little 1, 2, 3 system, and we just shared and shared and shared. And because we know that we're sharing something of value, even if they just learn to get gold and silver and the value of it to them. And obviously the best place they're going to learn from and get it from is a place that's not going to take advantage of it. And that's a membership in 7K. Remember, I told you, we're the Costco of gold and silver. So kind of remember that as we go further.
Income. 7K truly is on a mission to help the average person build not only a strategy for their future wealth, but also a true legacy long into the future. There's a mantra here at 7K that the 7K community lives by, and some of it may resonate with you. We see things differently. They say stop, we say go. They strive for mediocrity. We are obsessed with significance. They said we couldn't do it, so we did it anyway. We build leaders, teachers, and entrepreneurs that create generational wealth, transform families, bring hope to the helpless and significance to the successful. We are the believer.
Okay, one of the things that I want to share with you right here, and it sets us apart from everyone else. And what we are doing is building leaders, teachers, and entrepreneurs. But we mostly are building leaders and teachers, people willing to help one another. This is a team. The whole concept, you're about to see how we get remunerated. And it's a plan that's never been in the marketplace. We are truly a 22nd century member direct marketing, and we teach, we work as a team. So if you've ever known what it was like to play on a team and work together and build together and do things together and have common goals and common interests, 7K is for you. The person that invited you tonight to listen to this cares for you more than you know.
After seeing this information, the question is, where do you stand? How would you feel having a little more control over your financial legacy? How would your life be different if you had more time and money to do the things that you enjoy with the people you love? Our guess is that something you heard today made sense. Now, if that's true, Don't wait any longer to start building your family legacy through one of the most powerful vehicles available today. Go ahead and pick up which membership is going to fit you best. If you're just looking to be a customer and start stacking assets from the 7K membership, the standard is an awesome option. For only $199 for the 1-year membership, it has plenty of benefits to move you in the right direction. But if you know you want to earn some extra income through sharing the 7K message.
Now, I know you are all thinking this is going to be this expensive membership that we were building up to. I'll tell you, this is for the average everyday person. We're the Costco of gold and silver. That is an $800 value. Literally, you don't know that, but those of us that are already in here, we know that because we know the value of everything that comes in that package. And literally just a 3-month trial of this right here is if you're going to share, and the limited access here, this is what we call a buyer's membership. So if you're skeptical, hey, just get a buyer's membership. Be part of this. When you see the bigger picture, you'll want to be part of this. You don't want to let another minute go without grabbing a membership from the person that invited you to this presentation.
The premium is definitely the right choice. The premium comes with a worry-free approach to know that you have full access to all the benefits. There is peace in knowing that whatever your goals are, you don't have to worry about if the premium has what it takes to get you there. Now, it's valued.
Now, we call this the business membership or a premium membership. And basically, you get to start a business for $499. You're going to have 4 websites. You couldn't even build one of the e-commerce websites for $499 for a year and have it maintained, hosted, and for you. So look at it as a business, and that's the best way because you get those 1099 tax benefits, you get that W-2 wage, you get to have your cell phones, your personal expenses convert to business expenses, and this is what we show you what those big 1099 tax benefits are. So think of you're starting a business for just $499, internet business from home. You can do it with anything you're doing in your life right now. You can integrate it no matter how busy, how hard you work, no matter what you're doing in your life, you can grab a membership, integrate this in, and we show you how and build wealth, build legacy wealth for you and your family over time. Pretty powerful. So think about it.
Over $1,500 will only take you $499 to get started. So thank you for taking the time to see why 7K might be a fit for you. But before you go, just take a note of where you might fall. Most people fall into one of 3 categories, and please take a note of where you might fit. 1 is to grab a membership and start stacking. 2 is to grab a membership and share the message, create a nice little side gig with some extra income. Or 3 is that you already know you want to share the message enough to work toward a full-time income. If you identified yourself as a 2 or 3, then take a look at our income disclosure to see how successful our members that actually decide to share the 7K message have been. You can see each rank and what the high, low, mean, and averages are for each one, and what it might take you to create a solid side gig or a full-time income. Also take note that 85% of our members don't actually share with anyone else. They just love the products and all the member benefits that come with 7K. Now, wherever it is that you may fit, we're very excited for you to become a new member of 7K.
So you want to learn more about how you get paid from sharing? Smart. There's nothing worse than the emotional pressure of not having enough money to pay the bills or be able to live the life of contribution. So right now, I'm going to show you how your life is about to change financially forever. It's super simple, and it goes like this. Our standard annual membership is $199, and our premium annual membership is $499. You can't go wrong with either of them, and they both put silver in your hands immediately. When you refer your first 2 memberships, you'll immediately have 2 teams and will now be qualified to earn commissions. So for simplicity, let's call them the right team and the left team. Every time a standard membership is purchased in your organization, you earn 50 rewards points, and a premium membership earns you 150 rewards points. In order to get paid, you'll need to accumulate 500 rewards points on your right team and 500 rewards points on your left team to earn a $500 commission check. For those who really want to make an impact and some serious income, we have different levels of achievement. And the higher your level of achievement, the higher your check. When you achieve the rank of associate, like I said earlier, you can earn up to $500 per week. As a copper, you can earn up to $1,000 per week. As a bronze, $2,000 per week. And as a silver, $3,500 per week. Now, our golds are eligible to earn up to $7,000 per week. Our executive golds, $10,000 per week. And our presidential golds can earn all the way up to $12,500 per week. Share, earn points, and get paid. It's as simple as that. Now, let me ask you something. How much different would your life be if you had an extra $500 to $12,500 per week? What would you do? Would the financial pressure be gone? How big of an impact could you really make? You could almost feel the weight lift, can't you? Now, remember, you earn 50 or 150 rewards points for each membership in your organization. But you don't just earn points on the memberships. For each autosaver anyone in your organization purchases, you earn an additional point value starting at 15 points, depending on what option you choose. So whether it's a membership sold or a coin sold, you earn points. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if for any reason you want to sell your gold and silver bullion, we offer the highest buyback price. And with the new Sound Money wallet, we made things even easier with an instant purchase, instant buyback, member-to-member transfer, and a live dashboard showing you what assets you have available to you. And since each purchase of gold or silver eagles in Sound Money wallet are backed by physical gold and silver, we'll even send you your medal if you decide you need it. That's all there is to it. So here's what I want you to do now. If you like our story, become a member, share it, and get paid. If you like the idea of buying gold and silver and you want to get it at dealer direct prices, become a member and then start creating your legacy by joining the AutoSaver program. Either way, you win. So click the button below now and take the next step to changing your financial future forever. Welcome to 7K Metals, where we believe.
Well, that's pretty powerful, but I have one last thing that I want to kind of share with you. And I hope you see what we've seen. I know there was a lot in that video, and I want to bring it down to its simplest points though for you. And that's the most important thing. You get a membership like in Costco, and you get to go and buy gold and silver bullion at dealer cost. There's tons of other benefits that come here. Don't let that encumber your decision. You have a left team and a right team here. It goes to infinity on your left and infinity on your right. You get credit for anything that happens on that team, whether you had a direct relationship with it or an indirect relationship or no relationship at all, because on one side of you, somebody above you is going to be placing in the future someone there, your sponsor. Because if they want to rank up, they can only place left or they can only place right. So this is a point accumulation thing, kind of like airline mileage. And when you get 500 points on left, 500 points on the right, you get a $500 check. And so if you paid $4.99 for your membership, you got all your money back, even if it took you all year to make the $500. But you got better than that. You got $10.99 tax benefit. And if you're keeping your business active, you don't have to buy lotions, potions, pills, all these things. You're buying a product of true proven wealth, a collectible. These are affordable collectible, unique. rare, exclusive in most cases. And you have a choice of 4. So they range from $115 to $179, and you put it on auto pay. You treat this like your electricity bill, like your water bill. You need to buy it to keep your business alive, to keep those points accumulating, to keep you eligible to make a check and learn. So think of it in that context. And then you say, well, what are those coins worth? Hey, they're worth $500 a week to you if you learn how to do the business. They're worth more than that because they are rare and exclusive products, and many of them gain value. And that's why we have stack and sell, that other thing they told you about. But see, it's a lot of information coming at you quick. So if you need extra income, if things aren't working out like you like, just grab a membership, pop into this thing. It's a $199 or $499. So ask yourself, do you want to just become a member on what you saw? If you do, grab your membership. You're probably a $199. But you can upgrade for $399 anytime and get all the premium membership thing. It just means you paid $100 more, okay, total. But if you are interested in part-time income or full-time income, and you want to jump in, you're willing to put a few hours in it to learn how and help build a team, become part of this team, a growing patriot team of people helping one another secure their finances, helping one another improve their finance, helping one another earn extra income, and really being team players and willing to learn how, willing to pitch in. Hey, grab that $499 membership and let's get going. And if you're really serious, you'll want to grab that membership, get started, get quickly and find out more how we can even leverage. And because we have some leverage opportunities for you, if you are willing. So answer to yourself, are you 1, 2, 3? Make sure you get back to the person immediately. Text them right now. What are you? You're 1, you're 2, you're 3. And they'll help you, send you a link. You just click on get started. It's a simple process. Remember, we're the Costco gold and silver. And unlike Costco, unlike Amazon Prime, unlike Netflix, what this company does is it shares back to you and me to help build the membership. These aren't things, you aren't asking $2,000 or $2,400 for a membership, and they're renewable every year, just like a Costco membership or an Amazon Prime membership or Netflix. Same thing. Your memberships are renewable every year. You have a choice. Do you renew or not renew? And so if you've answered 1, 2, or 3, text it right now to the person that you had. I want to share one more thing with you. I will take, and we will do a question and answer session, but I want to share one more thing with you that I didn't get to share at the beginning. And this is pretty powerful because this is something I've shared with my group and over time. But this is, and I want you to understand all those statistics, all that data in that presentation about the economy and M11 supply and the historical, that's all governmental data. They have been giving us this in our face all the time, but we've never really had it reported to us. We've never really had it explained like you did here tonight. Well, this is Fred's data. You can go to their website, but it's not Fred, and it's not Alfred either. I'd give you the website address, but this is your Federal Reserve economic data. Okay, now this is M1 money supply. That's that chart we showed you in our presentation. Look, that's what happened to all these dollars you worked hard for all these years and saved. Well, what you anticipate to get in your Social Security and retirement, hey, it isn't going, look at the difference of what it's got to do to pay for the same things. And to give you another perspective, I kind of deal with this all the time. And so I'm going to blow this up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. And this is that same Fred chart, but this is M2, so that adds M1 and M2. That has the bank deposits, that has money in circulation, that has everything. All the paper that's been printed and it's existing in the marketplace. That's called M2. Well, this is that same effect. Look at this, that hyperbolic straight move up. Well, this is consumer price index. Now, you all know the government really doesn't tell us the right numbers about inflation all the time. It's really depressed. But this is that consumer price index. Look at it. Right there was the crossing point. That meant we are getting behind her. We've been getting behind her ever since that's been going down and that's been going up. But now we're all getting behind. And now look at this consumer price. That is that hyperinflation going down here, where your paper becomes worthless. So that's your latest update. And this is your brilliant solution, 7K. Become a member with us. Let us help you become a partner. Let us help you get one on the right, one on the left, qualify to make that $500 check. Learn what our compensation plan is, the referral compensation plan. And any of you that think this is a multi-level marketing company, you're hurting yourself. This is a member direct marketing company, 22nd century style. No one's ever had infinite levels. No one ever had the kind of rollovers that we have. All kind of things we can't tell you about tonight, but we wish you could. So grab a membership. Join us, accumulate wealth, have fun, learn how to develop a residual income for the rest of your life. I do want to share one more thing about the product we buy each month. And that we have that thing called stack and sell that we register our products with. And I have a video about a young lady right here in our group. She joined us about 2.5 years ago. She is a disabled military vet, single mom, still has one left at home. Well, 20-year-old still with her. Other children are out, married. She's never had a savings before in her life. She's on disability income. She couldn't join us the first night. She just had no room on her credit card with the bills she had to pay by the end of the month. But I told her, don't join if you want to make an income, because she needed to make an income. Don't join unless you can buy your coin every month and you're accumulating wealth, and that keeps you active. You're going to accumulate points and you're going to learn how to do this and give yourself 2 years to learn. You get to earn while you learn and you get to accumulate wealth in the process. And she trusted me. She did that. Now, this is Armina McVeigh. And here, after just 9 months of everybody telling her no, she shared it the same way we kind of shared it tonight. And they'd say, no, 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 I don't want to do that. Or it's one of those multi-level marketing. I've tried those things before, whatever. Well, some of them didn't look. But she got a lot of no's for 9 months. And in that 9th month, a person that had told her no multiple times over the months said yes. She got her first person, placed them on the right side. Then right after that, their other person said yes. She became an associate. She made her first $500 check. And that was after her first 9 months into the business. But she bought faithfully her coin and bought others. And she's made several checks then. She doesn't make a check every week, but she makes regular checks during the year. And she's bought 78 coins. She paid $9,643 for them. And I said, gee whiz, you got $9,643 in saving. how have you ever had that much in savings before? She said, Mr. Bob, I've never had a savings in my life. Every time I had saved something, an emergency come up, car breakdown, whatever, kid need this, kid need that. And she said, I've never had a savings in my life. She said, but that's not my savings, Mr. Bob. My savings is my coins are worth $16,370, and I can sell them for that or more on Stack and Sell. And I see people selling them all the time, and I could, but I don't want to sell my coin. I've got a savings of $16,370. But this could be you. Everybody's different. Mine's different. Woodrow's different. I'll just show you mine real quick, but this is an older one. Mine's much better than this right now today. In fact, it's a lot better. I wish I could show you live, but it just takes too much to make a transition to show you live. But it's the same kind of thing. I've bought 661 coins at this particular time, whenever this date was, and they cost me $97,125. But they're worth $150,000. Where could I have put $97,000 in the marketplace over these 5 years that would have turned into $150,000 with no risk? Hello. And that's what our coin that we buy every month does. We accumulate wealth and it grows in value over time. And that is the vehicle that keeps your business open. How powerful is that? $499 to start your business, about $150 a month to keep it open. You get a product of value, you get 1099 tax benefits, you get all the other benefits, and you buy what bullion you want, and you learn all about it. How much better could it get than that? And since I am recording this, I've got to put one more screen back to end. Just bear with me, because I did talk about income. I did talk about benefits. And so we always like to end our presentation with a reference to our 7K income disclosure. Most networking companies or direct selling companies, they have to produce this. 7K did not have to produce it. We've been producing it now for multiple years, and because 85% of our people are don't even share. They just participate in all the benefits. 15% of the people make inordinate great incomes, and we want you to be one of those with us. And we want to increase that number of our members earning extra income. So again, are you a 1? Are you a 2? Are you a 3? Grab that membership and become part of 7K, become part of our team, and let's patriots help one another improve our financial base and take back our country like we need to. Thank you all for your time and attention. And we will have a Q&A session for this, but get back with the person that invited you here